Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? So yeah, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, is down, buddy.
Good morning, Tom.
How you doing, Jason? Or if anyone has any notifications, uh, Scuba
Twitter.
just got home from one-on-one with a friend. Challenging situation. Just got home.
Good
Long night,
job,
man.
Scuba Steve. Getting up early, getting
Oh
some
no,
one-on-one on.
it's not a good one. His mom called CPS on him for bruises on his 3-year-old's face. Oof. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Tell us more. Tell us no more. Whatever, feel free to do whatever you want to do, sir. But yeah, that's rough.
It's
I'm hoping it
definitely
wasn't true.
it's
But
definitely a situation where it's like assumptions come super easy.
yeah, yep.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
Mom's playing other podcasts.
It's okay. It was one of those. Go sit with him in the mud. Yeah, just needed a support. Just needed a friend. Good for you. Yeah, that was a long night then. I'm sure.
How are you today, buddy? Buddy
Um,
guy.
me, I'm good.
Focused feline.
Went went home yesterday early. Got some work done. We got this Bailey's friend painting our master bedroom, so it's just making sure she was okay. Set her up on a tall ladder, and then she comes back. So we have like, I think it's 14-foot ceilings, like they get up high in our master, and so I gave her my extension ladder, and I'm showing her how to use it. I can see like her eyes just like, what? And then sure enough, she comes back down like 20 minutes later. She's like, Dominic, you mind taping the ceiling off for me? I don't want to go up on that ladder. and and so what started as me allowing my house to be painted so that I didn't have to do any of the prep work
Yeah.
and cleanup work has now turned into me working, but it's fine. It was not a big deal. It was 10 minutes.
So we did have our house painted when we first moved in. We actually had somebody come in and paint the kids' rooms. I am very impressed on how the ceilings were done, because in our house, it's like the corners have like a very slight inseam. Oh, I'm getting a Twitter message too now.
Yeah, there's a Twitter problem, but Scuba's saying we're also a little glitchy on Twitch. We look okay on my Twitch. Well, maybe not. Maybe my hand just moved a little fast there. I don't
Maybe
know,
maybe
sir.
it was a sun flare.
Sure.
Maybe it's the aurora borealis that's messing everything up this morning.
Sure. I just think it's because Scuba's back. I don't know where he's been, but he's back. And the algorithm can't handle all of this genius, all of this man. Jason's going outside right now to fix the flare, so it's just damn it. One day until 45.
Hang on, let me block the sun.
Jason's birthday is tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah, 45. I woke up today with a little itch in the back of my throat, and I'm like, am I going to be sick for 45? Because that's not how I want to celebrate halfway.
No, go into the year on a low note so that the rest of the year is just all uphill.
Okay. All right. I can appreciate that mind shift there. I went to bed late. I'm feeling about a 6 out of 10 now, maybe 7. Went to bed late.
No Dom time, huh?
No, I did not do downtime, and I'm kind of feeling it right now.
Scuba is the furthest from Dom time ever. Let's not even bring that up around Scuba.
Is he like opposite? Well, he is playing one-on-one in the morning.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep. Scoob's more of like a computer.
I stayed up way late painting, which was good. I'm really happy with what's going on here. It's probably
better than scrolling.
Yeah, it's who's getting a colonoscopy here?
He said you for your 45th, Scuba.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ruin the surprise. His wife and his mother have been planning this for 6 months now. He's getting a surprise colonoscopy.
So I do have one scheduled, but apparently they're in high demand, so it's like 6 months out. Good morning, MP. And Scuba, good morning.
They're in high demand.
They are. I guess there's a lot of 45-year-olds in town.
Yeah.
But I was up late, and I'm feeling anxious and busy, but I got to write down. I don't think I have a lot that I think I'm putting a little bit too much weight on a few items at school that don't need that weight. Did you ever do that where it's like you're stressed, but then maybe you write it down and maybe there's really only 2 things?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think that's where I'm at right now. I mean, everything's going to go fine. I have to go to school early today for an event. I think that's what's on my mind. And maybe tomorrow. I also have to write sub plans, which is not fun.
MP said that I might be the glitchy one, and which makes sense. My Wi-Fi is kind of trashy sometimes, but I don't know what to do, sir. So hopefully it works itself out. I can talk less. Jason can talk more. That works.
It might help me clear my throat a little bit. I'm drinking coffee this morning, which is very unsatisfying after investing in so much Celsius.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of disappointed. Here's how much I'm into Celsius, and I feel kind of ashamed about it. It was 6:15, and like I was doing a few things around the house before this, and I was like, I could probably drive up to the gas station and get Celsius and get back in time.
I'm telling you, man, Amazon Subscribe and Save. I have 4 cases in my garage at all times, and there's a case behind me. And there's 3 or 4 in my car, just roaming around the back trunk.
Just rolling around. How many empty cans do you have in your car?
None.
Oh, okay. Good job.
I'm an incredibly clean car person when it comes to trash. It drives me nuts. Oh, Scuba's doing the Twitch things. Do we need a stage intervention? No. I only have 1 to 2 a day. Oh, let's not talk about that, Scuba. Okay, let's not go there.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I had an inspection the other day, and the inspection was a sewer cap. So before we demo a house, we have to dig up the sewer and put a cap on it so that when we're demoing, all the debris doesn't go down the sewer system. And so we did that. We dug it up, we capped it, and I had my inspection for it. But the rain filled in the trench. So the inspector, wanted to see it. I'm like, I'll jump down there and, get my hands dirty for a minute and dig it out for you. Like, I didn't fill it in like an incredible amount, just like 3 inches of mud. So I'm digging through. I don't think he was behind me at the time, but I'm digging through and I pull out an empty beer bottle.
I swear it wasn't mine.
Yeah. I don't know where it comes from.
Dom, I have a question for you. Kid situation.
Okay, go.
You may or may not have dealt with this already. My 12-year-old has a quote unquote boyfriend. Middle school. And I was hanging out with her last night, and her phone was doing something weird. Like we have restrictions on it for like timeout, screen time stuff.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mama Bear. Welcome back. And we went to Safari, and I looked up her search history. Nothing bad, but there was some relationship queries.
Okay.
It's still firmly, if we're using the baseball diamond form of like coupledom, you know, home base for us. Like we are still firmly in the dugout, but
Okay.
it was I'll just say it. She was looking up spooning.
Oh, okay.
You know, like what is spooning?
Yeah.
And like there's an adult version and there's like a cuddly version, and I didn't see which one it was, but I was like, you know, you can ask me and mom any questions about any of this, you know.
Yeah.
I was really trying to make it not awkward,
Mhm.
because I don't know if she felt awkward, but I don't know if I mean, I feel like it went positive. Did you ever get, like, what was your first, or did you even have any of those situations where it's like your kid is interested in something and instead of coming to you with questions, they go to the internet? I guess talking about your high schooler.
I honestly don't know. I think a lot of that, I don't think it's with the internet. I think it's more in the friend circles and talking with friends and, you know, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
I think she's had some conversations with Amy, but nothing that I was a part of. So I did just try to talk to her the other day, but more on like it was more on like high level stuff than like the details of that. Like I assume by now she already knows most of everything that she needs to know. Um, so it was more so just talking to her about like the situation, like that happened with her ex-boyfriend, and she has a new boyfriend now. Like I think she just got asked out to be a girlfriend the other day.
Mhm.
Um, it was it was cute. Like she just went to the park and he had like a sign and some flowers and stuff like that, and her friend Sam helped arrange it and stuff.
That's adorable.
But again, I think I'm a little bit more out of the realm of that. Wait for the top searches to creep out, Dad.
It wasn't a creep out. It was just like my spider sense is going off. That's kind of what
Yeah.
it was. Um, so yeah, that was that's
So going back on like our conversation yesterday about Roblox, like
oh, I was gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
this is again something where if we had this technology when we were kids, we would have done the same thing. In fact, we kind of did. Like we kind of grew up with the beginnings of the internet, but obviously the internet wasn't as deep and, you know, filled with content
Mhm.
as it is nowadays. Um, but yeah, we would have done nothing different, or we would have done the exact same thing. And now it's just a matter of how us as parents treat it differently than our parents treated it.
Yeah.
If
Well,
if our parents didn't necessarily treat it. Game Genie though, come
oh, Game Genie,
on.
dude. The code,
Love that guy.
the one code that I remember from Game Genie, Super Mario Bros. 3, MLXPLOVS
So
is in infinite lives in Super Mario Bros. 3. That is burned into my memory
interesting.
from Game Genie, from the big book that you get. Not dating until 24, being arranged marriage. I'm
Star Fox,
assuming complete with a dowry of Cattlehead as well, MP.
yeah. Yep. Exactly. And we got a husband that says girls can't date till they're married at 35.
Yeah.
Can start dating when they're married at 35. So again, another arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? MP has boys, Mama Bear has girls. So, you know,
Yeah, we
maybe
went
there's some
to
arrangement already happening.
yeah, it's an arranged My Daily Dad's marriage here.
Good morning, Scoop. Or good morning, David.
Peers or parents. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like I feel like me and Kristen have been really good about being very open with the girls of like, if you ever have any, like we are like we will be an open book. If you have questions, we'll answer it.
Yeah.
I don't think we've actually said the words of like, we'd much rather you ask us than ask the internet.
Mhm.
But when I think about back to when I was that age, I probably wouldn't have asked my parents, you know. But on the other hand, it's like has like the internet and technology, has it scaled appropriately for our
Yeah.
kids? I would say it hasn't. Like I feel like our kids are dealing with so much more than we have than we
So
did.
I'd be curious if like if you have content restrictions on her phone and she's searching those things, is she only able to find like restricted, more PG versions of
Oh,
what it is?
you are right.
You know, versus like she types in sex and she gets, you know, what scuba gets.
All right. Okay. Parent win.
You know, like that. I don't know.
Like, yeah,
I haven't.
because
I wonder
everything
if you
is
go on
everything
her
is sensitive.
device. I wonder if you go on her device and do it yourself and just like see what happens when you type in, you know, things on a yeah. And does she know incognito mode? It's like that's the problem. Is like I was worried when you first said the thing because I think my kids have done this before. Is like the search of like how do I get around restrictions? You know, like so at one point we thought our kids were getting around them. And so I had to do like a little bit of a deep dive on how can kids get around restrictions and how can I stop them from doing that?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they're so kids at school have gotten around the YouTube block using I forget what it's called.
the dark web.
I think it's some site that lets them like download YouTube videos. So it's like these kids are walking around with devices with storage
Yeah.
already full. I kid you not. I was looking at a kid's iPad. He has 100,000 photos on his iPad, and most of them are like oh, how many pictures can I put on my iPad? So it's all just like screenshots over and over again. Like they just love clicking the buttons. But that's how they're testing things. But I do have restrictions like set to the age limit, so I think I'm good. I think it was just more the interest in the physical part of a relationship, I guess.
Yeah, because it's still I mean, still a little weird at that age, right? Like they're becoming interested in the opposite sex and they're not quite ready for all the higher level stuff. Like I think at most it's like a kissing or a making out kind of thing, but they're looking at those ways to I don't know. I think it's more of holding hands, cuddling together, like just being seen as a couple at school. It's more of like that, you know, that like they like a person, they vibe with a person, think he's cute, whatever. Um, and it's more about showing it out in the open that you're in a couple so that you have that status at school.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I think it was reported by a friend to their parent back to Kristen that hand-holding is going on. So I'm taking it
Gotcha.
all with a grain of salt. Try not to be weird about it. I'm trying to be open about it. I did like what Mama Bear said about her dad dropping weird questions at dinner. I feel like I would much rather be the weird dad that drops those uncomfortable questions, like Mama Bear's dad,
Mhm.
than waiting for the kids to bring it up. He does not drive a car yet, thankfully. He is shorter than Kira, though.
Mm. Dude, so Bailey's old boyfriend was like more her height and he was kind of like on the skinnier end. And now her new one, dude's like a giant. It's like 6'5" and a sophomore.
To make water, you need hydrogen in close proximity. Said I am not a water maker, and we kids were kept apart. That is quite the metaphor. I'm not even.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting it. Is this sex? Is this an R-rated metaphor here? I can't tell. I don't know.
I think he was just meaning like keeping his kids away from other kids,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
What is my
What's
search
your search?
history? My search history has transferred over to ChatGPT. That's where I'm doing most of my my deep diving these days. That's a good question. What did
So
what did
you,
I
so so you
oh,
hear that? You hear that, Kristen? You don't need to go to his search history. You just need to open up his chat GPT.
yeah. Well, down
Grok is greater, but Grok is down right now, Steve. So what do we do?
yeah, so it's not better.
Oh, actually, Twitter's back up right in time for us to
Yeah.
not post it on
Ryan
Twitter.
Ryan just sent a text.
He's okay.
His tinfoil hat theory is Twitter's down to slow the effect of the crypto market.
Gotcha.
So we'll see what that does. Um, Dom, let's talk since
What page for one
we are
7-minute
we are
session?
23 minutes in. I wasn't really in a rush to talk about it today. Didn't really connect with it. Good sentiments of Tom Brady and his dad.
Mhm.
The gist of it is in high school, he didn't party a whole lot because him and his dad had a habit of golfing every Saturday, and that's what he would rather do. I like that. I can't really connect with that. I don't think I was ever, really trying to get home on Fridays. I do remember there were times when I was dating a girl in high school, and and a little bit when me and Kristen were still living at home, where I would just I would just feel like being at home, just because I felt a little bit washed out. Like when you're away from your home for a while, you just kind of feel like you're kind of floating and untethered.
Mhm.
That's really my only connection that I kind of picked up from today. But with kids, if they're searching you out to do stuff, which my kids do still, like my 6-year-old probably every day, 12-year-old once in a while. So I'll definitely take advantage and say yes whenever I can with that. It doesn't sound like something you would have really connected with too.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those thoughts of like, you know, mm, hoping for what the future will look like, but trying not to think too much of that and staying in the present. So it kind of hits a little weird for me at times. Um, it, am I hopeful that my kids will think fondly of me and say things like that in our older years and tell their kids things about their dad, or say nice things to me in the future about how much they respected me and appreciated me and stuff like that. Like, yes, I would love for that to happen. I would assume that my part of my goal here is is changing my behavior and helping them see that I love and care and support them, and so that way in the future they tell me that. But do I need that? No. Would I rather just watch as they do whatever it is they do and know that I had my part in raising them to become the people that they are? That's just my plan in general. Do I hope that they start a a daily dad's podcast of their own and they're talking nice things of me all the time? Of course. you
Yeah.
know
I was thinking this morning before I got on, will there ever be a point where they start listening to all the episodes?
yeah.
I think we've discussed that before,
Hmm.
in a time far away from now, maybe another 45 years, they go back and listen to all this stuff and download everything and make a VR version of us they can hang out with.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah,
see
that's rough, dude.
back in 10 years?
Yeah, I tried to I try to look at that a little bit, but again, same thing, like staying in the present versus projecting yourself too far in the future. Like they're opposites of each other. Like but you need both of them, right? Like you want to think about what you're doing and how it'll affect your future, but you don't want to be stuck in the future or hoping for what the future looks like that you're not present enough to actually make those adjustments and changes. It's kind of like a hard, thing.
Yeah. Steve, were you putting things in quotes? Where are you getting this from? Or are you just quoting yourself?
Yeah, I think he's quoting a conversation he was talking about or
Oh, okay.
something.
I
Or
like it. I think that's a great idea.
these are my
Oh, okay.
texts. Okay,
I gotcha.
gotcha.
Your text.
Understood, sir. And I did find Dr. Feelgood. I did find what the comic was that Ryan pulled. Ryan's on fire when it comes to comics.
Where is Ryan?
Ryan Turner, he's just sitting on a pool of money right now because he's just pulling all the best comics out of these blind bags. Ryan is on holiday. Yes, exactly.
Yo, hey yo, cool.
We should celebrate I think it's coming up, the 1 year anniversary of when Ryan stopped doing this show.
I think at this point I'm doing this. I think I've
Just to
been
mess
doing
with
this.
him.
I think I've been doing this longer with you than I did with Ryan on at this point.
Yeah, of course.
I think
We're there. We're at that point.
I think we can call it our show now. I think it's ours.
Did Blaze catch fire? Yes. Ryan's on holiday and Blaze caught fire. Exactly. Scuba knows.
Yeah. All right. I got to head out. I got an early morning today.
Okay. No problem at all. You guys should. What's happening with this
Blaze's
chat?
anniversary. I don't know. That's a great question.
It wasn't. I have it. I have it in my calendar. It wasn't too long ago. If you're asking seriously, it was. I think it was last month. I remember that. But anyways, thank you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Jason, have a good day.
You too, buddy. See you,
Appreciate it,
everybody.
buddy.
Steve, David, Mama Bear, MP. Thanks for jumping in. Everybody else. Please.